If algebra has your homeschool days turned into daily battles, I can totally relate, and I want to share something pretty personal. For us, it wasn't that my daughter was bad at math. She's really smart, totally capable, and pretty curious. But every math lesson felt like tears, shutdowns, and both of us, at the end of the day, felt completely frustrated. What I learned about is something called the Swiss cheese problem. Fractions, equations, graphing, exponents, little gaps that didn't seem like a big deal at the time until algebra came along. And suddenly, every new lesson was built on top of missing pieces. And it just felt impossible for her to keep up. And honestly, I really felt so bad as a parent. Over the years, my daughter did learn math, but it was like in bits and pieces. And some things totally stuck, but others just kind of fell through the cracks. That's when I started noticing tears over problems she should know. She was rushing, skipping steps, and what looked like silly mistakes kept occurring. I was spending hours reteaching, and both of us feeling completely depleted and totally defeated. CollegeReadyMath was the first program that made sense for her and for me as a homeschool parent. Here's what made the difference for us. First, it diagnosed the real problem. No guesswork, no worksheets. A built-in diagnostic showed exactly where my daughter's gaps were. It was such a relief. Then it filled in the gaps first. Short, focused, like little micro lessons, one concept at a time with practice, quizzes, and study guides that finally help things just click. Only after that did she move into the real algebra. And this time, the concepts, they stuck because the foundation, it was just solid. And probably the most satisfying thing is she actually enjoys it. And I do too, because it built her confidence and allows her to kind of work independently for about 30 minutes a day for about 5 days a week. I just literally check the progress reports, and I had no more feelings of being like this taskmaster and the full-time algebra tutor. In school programs, 91% of students actually improved more than 20%. And many jumped 1 to 2 letter grades in just 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm happy to say my daughter had very similar progress. But for us, the real win was simple. Calmer math time, more confidence, and a daughter who no longer carries the label of being bad at math. If algebra has been a struggle in your homeschool, the 8 to 12 week algebra reset gives your child a real permanent foundation. For less than the cost of 3 tutoring sessions with a 7-day money-back guarantee, which I love. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to be the full-time algebra teacher. Let the program find the gaps, fill them, and help your team become confident and truly college ready in algebra.